welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome. My name's Christina. In this video, we are just going to be playing with some makeup. So because I can't really go anywhere right now, everyone has to stay home, I decided to shop my stash and play with some makeup that I either, one, have bought a while back and have never used for some reason or another, or two, haven't used in a long time. This video, I'm not gonna lie, was very fun. A lot of these products I found and I was like, oh yeah, I remember buying this, and being super excited about buying it. So I decided to play with those, and I know that my last video was my everyday makeup look. I know you guys really enjoyed that and I appreciate that, but today I decided to do a little bit of color, just do something a little out of my comfort zone. At least for me, it's something very, very different, but I hope that you guys like it either way. And if you're curious about the products that I used, honestly, everything I used today, I was like, wow, this is pretty bomb. So if you guys are interested in seeing what those products are and how, you know, it all went down, then just keep on watching. I really want to play with some color today. I'm really thinking that's the move. Using my NARS primer for my eyes, my eyeshadow primer. I'm using this Artist Couture Midnight Mavens palette. I bought it, I kid you not guys, like months and months ago. I don't even remember. It might have even been last summer if it was out then. But this had released and I loved it, but I didn't buy it the first time around. It was sold out everywhere. And I was still on the fence, like, once it comes back, am I gonna buy it? Because it was so beautiful, but I knew that I didn't really wear colors like that. But it's just so gorgeous, and all of the tutorials and videos I've seen with people using it, every time I'm like, dang, like, I should have got that palette. So when it restocked on Sephora, I ended up ordering it, and I've yet to use it. Like, I'm so bad about that. But this is the last palette I think I had purchased. I like that there's some really good like browns, like transition browns, and also something to deepen up the crease. And they also have a blue, purple, another purple, and a hot pink. I'm kind of nervous. I didn't even practice any looks beforehand, so we're just gonna see how this goes. Got some clean makeup brushes here. I'm excited about that. There's some dog hair on it though. Taking this Morphe M504, and I think I'm gonna go in with Frisky right here. I'm gonna put this in my crease and really blow this out. You guys know I really like to take my crease colors and really get it in there. This is darker than I thought it was gonna be. I haven't played with eyeshadow in so long. Like, I haven't played with it at all during the quarantine, and then before the quarantine I wasn't really wearing eyeshadow other than like bronzer in my crease. I feel like every time I don't practice doing eyeshadow, it takes me even longer to blend and get it exactly how I want it to. And also picking colors that I feel like will go together is a lot more stressful when you don't do it as often, you know? I think I'm just gonna go for nightcap. Wait, no, I don't like this. I'm gonna redo this whole thing right now. Okay, so we're starting over. That was turning out to be a lot darker than I had envisioned. I think I'm gonna go for the lighter end of the spectrum, and we will see again how this goes. So I'm gonna re-prime my eyes. Luckily, I didn't get too far before I decided to start over. I made sure to get the residue of the makeup remover off too, so it doesn't mess with how pigmented the shadows are. I'm really trying to take my time. Like, I feel like sometimes when I'm filming, I'm like rushing through all the steps because I'm like, this is gonna be such a long video, but I hope you guys don't mind. I always think about how long my videos end up being, and I'm like, why can't you make it any shorter? And it's because I really like to add the details of what I'm doing in there, and I hope that you guys appreciate that because I feel like it's really important. Going in, I cleaned off the brush. I'm using a Morphe M504. It's clean, and I'm going to use a quickie right over here as my crease shade. Gonna put this all in the crease. This is like such a nice light camel color. It's so pretty, and I feel like it's really, really buildable. These shadows are very pigmented. This is the first time I'm using Artist Couture eyeshadows, and I really like them. So I'm gonna go in with a Morphe M433. This is kind of like a blender brush, but I'm gonna use this for this shimmery purple called Lights Out because I want more of like a wash of color. We're just gonna put this all over the lids. This is probably gonna get all over my face, so I'm gonna have to clean it up at some point. Ooh, that's intense. And it's going on really nice. Like, it doesn't look patchy. Try to focus it on the lid and a little bit up on the crease, but not too much, because I'm gonna blend it out later, but I want to get most of the color onto the lid. Wow, it's so bright. I kind of want to cover the quickie color with the shimmery purple because underneath it'll still give it a little bit of depth, but it'll be purple rather than brown, you know? I'm going to use my finger to see if it changes the intensity at all. Like, look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, it's definitely a lot more intense, but alone, I feel like if I kept building with a brush, I could get to this intensity. These are impressive. I brought glitter glue with me, but I don't know if I'm gonna have to use it, guys. This is crazy. Okay, using the same type of brush, but it's a clean version, I'm just gonna blend those outer corners. Or not outer corners, just like the outer part of the shadow, just so that it looks cleaner. And I know this is gonna look crazy up until the end, so like bear with me. And I have a tissue right here that I'm periodically wiping the brush off with, just so it stays as controlled as possible, the pigment. There's definitely some fallout right here, but I don't know, that's to be expected, honestly. I'm gonna take this hot pink, just a little bit of it, like the smallest amount, that much. And I'm gonna kind of play with it on the outer portions of that purple, just so there's like a hint of hot pink, you know? Not too much. And we can always go back in later if we decide we need a little bit more. No worries. Okay. Honestly, I think I'm gonna leave that like that for now. Just leave it alone and do my face and my under eyes. So, oh no, I just got it on my nose. I'm gonna clean up right here on the corners too. It's like very iridescent, so it's hard to tell if it's like actually there. I don't know how to explain it. See, and I think is that shadow or is my nose just red? Oh, that's shadow. I'm gonna move on to the face for now and leave this situation as it is, just for now. So I have this little Glossier priming moisturizer sample that I got whenever I went to the store when I visited New York, and I also have this e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dew Primer. I was gonna use this and then this, but sitting here, I'm getting very hot and sweaty, so I feel like I don't need the extra moisture, so I'm just gonna go in with the e.l.f. Jelly Pop. I don't know if they still sell this. Like I said, I bought a lot of this stuff months ago, but I've heard this is a dupe for, it smells like watermelon. That smells good. Oh, sorry, I heard this, I'm getting sidetracked. I heard this is a dupe for Milk Hydro Grip Primer, and I love that primer. I had the deluxe sample size for a very long time. That stuff lasts forever. When I was deciding if I wanted to buy it, because it is a very expensive product, I heard that this was a good dupe, so I was like, okay, let me try that out and see how that goes. So none of my foundations that I was using matches me anymore because I've lost all of my tan. So I'm gonna see if this Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation in Warm Beige. I remember liking this. The coverage is definitely crazy from what I remember. I think that's gonna match. Ooh, baby. I think this might be a little too light. Well, actually, it looks good on the camera from the screen, but we'll see later. I honestly can't tell if this foundation, or I can't remember either, if this foundation has a scent. All I'm smelling is my brush cleaner. I'm using the Cinema Secrets makeup brush cleaner. It's just a quick, it's not a deep cleaning cleanser. It's just, you know, between makeup washes or makeup brush washes. I know it's not sanitary to put the dropper on the face. I'm sorry, guys. This looks so good on camera. I'm gonna laugh if I look back at the footage and I'm like, girl, that looks so bad, but From the little LCD, it looks really, really good. It's a little gray on my face, like the undertone doesn't really match my skin tone, but I think we can make it work with some concealer and bronzer. I'm just gonna take a little bit, like whatever's left on my brush, up on my forehead, because I don't feel like I need a ton of coverage up there, and I don't want it to look super dry and cakey. I had my beauty blender to do this. Hold on. Fresh beauty blender. Ooh, it's kind of hard, guys. What the heck? Did I not wet it enough, or is this just like a more stiff version? I don't know. I got this beauty blender in a FabFitFun sometime last year, and I never used it because I was like, ooh, a beauty blender. I haven't bought a beauty blender in so long. I'm gonna save this. And I just like forgot about it. Okay, so I have this Physicians Formula Organic Wear, a dewy blush elixir. These are so good. It's like serum-y. Ugh, there's tape on it. Not too pigmented, but also a little bit not oily, but it's easy to work with. You can blend it out really well. This is a shade I haven't used. I've used a different one. It's more peachy. I'll insert the name here. I don't remember which one it was, but I was loving that during the colder months because I could use it underneath my blush and not feel like I was getting too oily. But this one is Pink Berry, so we'll see. So this is the shade, and it's just really serum-y. Oh, that's pink. Oh, this one looks like it has a little bit of glitter. I'm just blending this on my hand and then gonna put this on the face. Oh no, I'm not crazy about these types of colors because it looks kind of gray on my skin. Ooh, I forgot to do concealer. Okay, hold on. I have to put concealer on. I like didn't have it right out in front of me, so I kind of forgot and I got excited about the blush. I'm gonna use a mix of my Glossier and my e.l.f. concealer. This might be a little dark right now. And I'm gonna mix that with my Glossier concealer in the shade G7. Can you guys tell I'm just like super winging it right now? I don't know what's going on. Using my finger to really blend this in. That looks darker than the foundation. Sometimes you can't stress over these things. You just gotta do it and see how it turns out. And if you don't like it, just wash it off. It's all good. Kind of bring it up here because I feel like the eyeshadow is making it look darker on the inner parts of my eye. If I look really dewy, it's because I am, and also because I'm sweating. So now I'm gonna redo the blush portion. This time I'm gonna take my finger and then place it and then blend it. I feel like this shade in particular is very sheer, so it's giving me more dew than actual pigment, which is okay. Kind of taking it in this general area and then bringing it up. I don't really have accentuated cheekbones at all, so I feel like this kind of brings the eye up. I'm actually going to use my beauty blender to set under the eyes. We're going to bake for like a millisecond. You guys, I'm waiting for a pickup order from Joann's Fabric, and it's been 2 days now, and it's supposed to be same day pickup, but with everything going on, they obviously are very delayed, and that's totally understandable because people are trying to get their craft on and also make some fabric masks, you know, for donating and also just for family and friends, which is something I'm trying to do. But it's taken a while, and I was really hoping to take the weekend, the long weekend. It's looking like I'm not going to get them until next week. Is it Joann's? Yes, it's Joann's. My order is ready. Okay. I'm just really excited. Ooh, maybe I'll go with this makeup on. Yes. So I know that sometimes it seems counterintuitive to set the face after making it super dewy, but at least in my case, I need to set it, and then those oils or that product itself is going to start to show out throughout the day, because I do have natural oils that tend to get a little crazy, especially during the hotter months. So I know that that dew that was going on, it's gonna come back, but it won't be as intense since we set it, you know? I like to do blush before bronzer because I feel like I have the general idea of the blush on my face, and then I use the bronzer to complement. So today I'm using my Clinique Ginger Pop blush. I haven't used this in so long. When I got that Buxom blush, I've just been all about it. So I'm taking this Morphe M523. I don't really know what this brush's generally used for. It's very dense though, so just gotta be really careful as I like smash my blush in there. I'm actually gonna pat it onto this tissue, and then I'm gonna lightly dust it onto the apples and then, you know, work it up. Yeah, we're going for color today, guys. Just cause, you know. And this is a clean brush, and I'm just going to blend that blush out, see where I need more, blend out where I need less. Bronzer. We're just gonna put that bronzer everywhere, y'all. This is not a clean brush, but it's the same bronzer. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna take it up on my forehead just right now because I'm sweating, and if you try to put makeup on your face where it's sweating, it does not usually turn out that great. I just put it on my forehead after I said I wasn't gonna put it on my forehead. So I think I'm gonna contour the face a little because, I don't know, I just feel like it. Using the Fenty Beauty Island Ting bronzer, and very deliberately like put it right in here. Under the chin because those quarantine snacks are getting to me. And also to get that foundation to match. I have these magnetic line and lashes. They're just accent lashes. I've done a video on those before. I will link it in the cards for you guys if you want to watch it. But these are just the accent ones, not the entire strip. And I thought it would be a nice soft look. So I'm going to attempt to do a thin line of liner so it's like not distracting from the rest of the colors and everything else going on the eyes. First, I want to do my brows. I just want to start to get the look to look more put together so I have a better visual of what I need more of. I want to keep it a little feathery, so I'm not going to fill it in too much and create too much of a shape, a bold shape. Just make it a soft, feathery look. I've considered doing faux freckles with this. Maybe I'll just accentuate the freckles that I do have. Like I have some freckles over here, a little bit here, a lot right here. We'll see towards the end how I feel about the faux freckle. Like I said, I'm gonna try to go pretty fluffy, so I'm gonna brush everything way up. That's the first brow. That looks pretty crazy right now. Like it does definitely look really fluffy, but I think I'm gonna brush it just a bit down. I need to trim my eyebrow hairs. I think that's what it is. Like it's just looking too long in some places. Like it's not evenly distributed. I don't know where the gel liner from the previous video went. And this was already in a pack, so I figured I would just open this one. I think I'm going to put a little bit of mascara on the inner part where I'm not going to have that accent lash. So by the time I apply that lash and let it dry, then I can do like my two-step mascara. I have this Sigma Small Angle E65 brush. It's a lot thinner, and I think it hopefully is going to be easier to work with because I did struggle a little bit with the gel liner that was in the kit before, but that's mainly because of me. I don't use gel liner, so it's just a lack of practice, to be honest. So like I said, I'm going to try to do a very like thin line. We'll see how this goes. Actually only going to use the magnetic liner where the gel lashes need to stick, and then up here I think I'm going to do a really thin line of liquid liner. So I need 2 coats of this. I'm going to let that first one dry. Okay, and doing that second layer of gel liner. I'm going to take Quickie, that same shade that we use in the crease, and I'm going to blend this just to give it a good base, the colors, the purple. And I'm going to use this Morphe M167. It's a flat eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to pack that purple shade onto the bottom lash line. I find that I always have to bring this down a lot farther than I think I do, so it looks good in like the camera and also in pictures and stuff. Honestly, these magnetic lashes, like, they still blow my mind. They're so cool. So fun and so easy. Do I want to do the faux freckles? Oh, don't usually do stuff like that, but I don't know, it might be kind of fun. So I have this e.l.f. eyebrow pencil in brunette. I have a cool brown one, but I don't know where it is. So I'm actually gonna do a couple on the back of my hand to like kind of warm it up. Instead of creating a bunch of faux freckles, I'm just gonna go over the ones that I can already see that I have that are hidden by the concealer and foundation, and kind of just like intensify those to their natural state. Does that make sense? I think it does. So I'm gonna start off with my beauty mark right here, and I'm just gonna put a little bit, roll it, tap it. Taking that same foundation brush that I used earlier, and I'm lightly tapping over the ones that I created. I don't have actual freckles like really in this area, so I think I'm gonna create a couple. Okay, I think it looks okay. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so I have this ColourPop lip gloss that I bought. It's a plumping gloss, and this is called She's Here. And I'm just gonna line my lips and then apply the gloss. I think I want to add a little bit more blush. And it's okay that the blush is going on top of the faux freckles, because I feel like it'll just make it look a little more blended in and natural. But I'm going really lightly so I don't smudge them. I honestly can't really tell which ones are real and which ones are like the ones that I faked, which is kind of cool. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do highlight. I'm just gonna use my Anastasia M Resi highlight right up here. I'm also gonna do my inner corners too. I think I'm gonna bring it up pretty high just to meet up with that purple. Alright guys, this is the final look. I think it's really fun. It's very out of my comfort zone, I will tell you that. I really enjoyed playing with all the products. Some of these things I'm like, why haven't I used these? And other things I'm like, why haven't I used these sooner? I have this spray. This is the e.l.f. Matte Blotting Mist, and I actually really like this. I've never set my face with it, but I have used it to blot, like to spray it on my face after a couple of hours of having makeup on. And it really did help with the shine. It doesn't completely mattify it, but it gets rid of really excessive shine, I guess, and it makes it still look dewy like you just applied your makeup, and I like this a lot. The only thing, my only concern is that it does have kaolin clay, and that can be a little drying, so you can't use a ton of this at once. And also it smells like kaolin clay. If you've ever used a mask, like a face mask or something with this type of clay, you know what I'm talking about. Origins has a really good clay mask that has this, and it's like in a pink tube. It's very good. It definitely does get rid of oil though, so that was kind of my selling point, to see that it had that ingredient. What do you guys think? Do you like this? This palette that I used, the Artist Couture palette, was really good. I feel like these shadows in general had really high pigmentation and they were easy to blend. I really enjoy that about them. These 3 colors right here I could see myself using on an everyday basis if I just want to get a little bit of depth. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you're staying safe. Please let me know what you thought in the comments down below, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Bye!